Hi everyone. I heard a vicious rumour that you're getting pretty good at solving equations. Great. Well, now it's time to have a look at what we do when we have pronumerals on both sides of an equation. Let's start with a couple of examples then. First one, 3y equals 2y plus 4. Now, we want to know what y equals, but we've got two lots of y's there. So what we need to do is get both the y's together on one side. Now, there's a few little tricks we're going to go through in these examples. First up is we want to try and shift the smaller of the two y's. Now, you've got 3y over here. You've got 2y over there. The smaller of the two is 2y, obviously. So we're going to shift that 2y over to the other side. Now, that's a positive 2y. So what's the opposite of positive 2y? It's minus 2y, negative 2y technically, but it's minus 2y. But if we do that on that side, we have to do it on the other side. What happens is the 2y's over here on the right cancel out, and we get 3y minus 2y, which just leaves us with 1y, or y, equals, the two y's have cancelled out, and we're left with the 4. Hang on, there's our answer. Y equals 4. Done. That was pretty easy, wasn't it? Secret there is look for whichever is the smallest coefficient of the pronumeral and try and shift that one. All right, number 2. 3y plus 6 equals 5y plus 4. Shift the y's first. Now, we've got 3y and we've got 5y. Obviously, the 3y is smaller. So that's positive 3y. The opposite of that is negative 3y. And we're going to do that on both sides. The 3y's will cancel out. You're left with, on the left there, 6 equals. Combine the 5y minus 3y. That leaves you with 5y minus 3y is 2y. And you've still got the plus 4. Now we've still got a y and we've got the number, the constant on the end there, haven't we? You're right, we have to get rid of that constant. So we'll shift that, plus 4, and get rid of that. That's minus 4 on both sides. So the plus 4 minus 4 cancels out on the right. You're left with 6 minus 4, which is 2, equals 2y. We've still got that there. Now we have to shift the 2 away from the 2y. That's 2 times y. So we do divided by 2 on both sides. 2 divided by 2 is 1, equals 2 divided by 2 cancels out, leaves you with just the y. There's our answer to that one. So you can see when you shift the pronumeral first, shift the smaller pronumeral first, I should say, things start to simplify straight away, and then it's just shifting numbers to cancel things out. All right, summary down the bottom. First up, you want the pronumerals on one side and the numbers on the other. For example, y equals 2. But it doesn't actually matter which side they go to. It could be y equals 2, 2 equals y. Doesn't matter, it means exactly the same thing. Second one is you want to look to shift the term with the smaller pronumeral, onto the other side first. So shift the smaller one. Another little trick we look for is a negative pronumeral or a negative coefficient attached to the pronumeral. Have a look at the first one. You've got 8p equals 7 minus 15p. So obviously that minus 15p is negative 15p. So that's something we can get rid of. One way I like to show what I'm getting rid of is I circle it so I can easily see. I know in the last part I just underlined, but for this one I'm going to circle it. So we're going to get rid of negative 15p. The opposite of that is plus 15p. We still have to do that to both sides. So there it is on the left as well. We have 8p plus 15p is 23p equals, now the 15p's cancel out, you're just left with 7. Have to get rid of the 23 out of the 23p though. That's 23 times. So divide by 23 on the left, divide by 23 on the right. You're left with The 23's go. You're left with P equals 7 over 23. Just a fraction. Remember, as Bruce said in Finding Nemo, fractions are friends. Think about that for a second. Anyway, example 4. 40 minus 3x equals 4 plus 15x. First thing I want to get rid of is I want to get all the x's on one side. I've got a negative 3x there. Great, let's get rid of the negative 3x. That becomes plus 3x on both sides. We're left with, the 3x's cancel out on the left, we're left with 40 equals, the 4's still there, but now we've got 15 plus 3x. See how the negative on both of those has turned into a plus? 15 plus 3 is plus 18x. Much nicer. Now we've got nice positive numbers. What do I get rid of now? The 4 or the 18? Well, remember we're thinking backwards, so that's Samdib. So the addition's going to go. So we have to get rid of that 4. So that's minus 4 there and minus 4 on the other side. 40 minus 4 is 36 equals left with 18x on the right. Have to get rid of the 18. That's times, so divide by 18, divide by 18. You're left with 36 divided by 18 is 2, and 18's are gone, so we've just got the x. There's our solution on the right there. Now, you notice I put the summary back at the bottom of the page. The first 2 points are the same. You're looking for the smaller pronumeral to shift. You want all the pronumerals on one side. Now the third point, it says try to shift a something term. What do we do on this one? It was all the negative pronumerals or the negative coefficients. So then I've just put negative term down here. So it turns it into a plus on the other side. All right, you know all I know now, so let's get into some practice. Good luck.